What's that old saying about when it rains, it pours? Man, is it fucking pouring on me. I'm like, what else can happen? What else can happen to me? You know, the last few days, besides being talked about on YouTube, being ashamed and humiliated, forcing me to wear my bag of shame, unable to show my face in public. Then, seriously, I can't believe this. I lose my boyfriend, Cabbage Patch Kid, and now this. I got a text a little while back and had a link. So I grabbed my phone, I sent a text and I called him, hey, what's up? What's up with that? He says, oh, I texted you, I didn't know if you were busy, so I texted you. So what's up with that? He says, you might get a kick out of it. I said, oh, really? What is it? He says, Sanford bragging on himself again. I laughed. I said, what else is new? It's all he's ever done. Brags on himself, glorifies himself, brags on his junk, glorifies his junk. You know, makes excuses for every one of his failures. Why should I be surprised he's bragging on himself again? Tell me something I don't know. He says, really? It's just, you know, watch it. So I said, okay. So I clicked on the link and I watched it. He has another new buddy. Another new buddy that he's introducing on his channel. Maybe you know him. I don't know if you see it. Hey, whoever you are, new buddy, I know you're not going to watch this. You know, I'm not popular around here. I don't have a big following, you know. I don't expect to. But if somehow you come across this, I'd like to offer you a little word of warning, you know. Whenever Sanford, you know, introduces somebody on his channel as his new buddy, things usually don't go very well for that buddy. They somehow get fucked over somewhere along the line, and it won't take long before you're not his buddy anymore. But I got a strong hunch that you're only his buddy for the time being because he needs you for content for something, you know what I mean? Normally I'd say I could be wrong, but I know I'm right, based on his track record of people he brings to his channel, because he has a use for them to get content, to get views, to make money, and then they're not his buddy anymore. So his newest best buddy. I watched, I think, about 3 minutes of it, and then I had to shut it off. I forget, it was pretty lengthy, 10-15 minutes from what I initially saw at the time. But I shut it off after 3 minutes, and I'll tell you why. I couldn't watch anymore. He's there talking with his newest best buddy in the world. You know, besides his other newest best buddy in the world, that Dr. Rock. Guy standing there, I guess it's a shop somewhere where they work on nice cars. Cars he'll never have in his shop. Cars he will never work on. And he was saying this guy is new buddy of his. He has a Roadrunner with a blower. It runs 10s. Nice car. And they're standing next to this. Like I said before, I bet you wish you could scratch your ear through your eye. Beautiful car. 67 or a 68 Coronet with a 426 Hemi. I'm not big on bench seats and a column shift, automatic, but even still, it was nice. Inside and out, this car was fucking beautiful. Hood's open. See that 426 Hemi? Engine compartment nice and clean. Beautiful car inside and out and under the hood. But there's a problem with it. Now this shop and his buddy, they work on good cars and even hot rods. His buddy himself has this Roadrunner, you know, with a big block with a blower that he runs 10s with it. So I have to assume he kind of knows what he's doing. You know what I mean? I have to assume he knows what he's doing with a car that runs that well with a big block Mopar, you know. But there's a little issue with the engine. I don't know what the issue is. I didn't watch it long enough to find out what was going on. Something happened where I wanted to puke in my fucking mouth, and I knew that after eating all the shepherd pie I've eaten earlier today, I wouldn't have been able to contain it. It would have come out. And believe me, can you imagine the fucking mess that shepherd pie would have made inside this fucking bag? Splashing back on my face. It would have been a fucking mess. You know what I mean? So I had to stop myself at a point when I felt it, like getting up to here. You know, that's when I had to shut it off. You know, here we have a saying in New England, a shit-eating grin, someone that's smug and cocky and arrogant, and they got like a little smirk on their face when they're talking, you know, like, hey, look at me, am I cool or what? Well, here in New England, guys like that get the snot smacked out of them too, but maybe things are different down there in Tennessee. They put up with his bullshit and his attitude, his ego, and his narcissism. But anyway, he's there with a selfie stick. Well, first couple of minutes, he's introducing his new buddy, and oh, yeah, he's got a Roadrunner, runs a 10 with a blower. Oh, yeah, this guy's really good, you know. Guy's so good, he couldn't figure out what's wrong with that Hemi. And here is where I got to a point where it slowly started coming up. Slowly started coming up. He looks in his selfie stick, he says. He texted me yesterday because he has an issue with this Hemi. Doesn't know what to do with it. And he knows that. And that's when he, big shit-eating grin came on his face, and he's really, yeah, look at, little shit. See, just talking about it, I want to fucking puke. Damn, hold on a second. I gotta get it back now. I don't even know if I can go on making this video. Just talking about it. He says he texted me because he knows that I have over 40 years experience working with Hemis. Building them, tuning them, you know, racing them. And he needed somebody that, you know, is the best to come find out what his problem is for him. You know, I'm pretty good at algebra, geometry. I even know calculus. I had to take calculus when I got my engineering degree from San Diego State, courtesy of Uncle Sam during my time in the Marine Corps. I'm pretty good with math and numbers on it. 40 years, he's like 60. He's been in Tennessee 20 years, so 40. So that means he hasn't worked on a Hemi since he's been there. So that means from the time he was born until he was 40 years old, he was working on Hemis and building Hemis and tuning Hemis and racing Hemis. I bet he was the envy of every kid on his block when they were riding their bicycles when they were 6 years old and Sanford was building a fucking Hemi. But anyway, that's neither here nor there. You know, it's simple fucking math. Come on, you know. Then again, these pickle sniffers, they have the fucking IQ of a fucking tree stump, you know. So he called me because he needed somebody that he knows he can trust, you know. And when he started bragging on himself like that, that's when I had to shut it off. I felt those corn and peas and mashed potatoes like right up here, my fucking Adam's apple, and I was like, I had to fucking shut it off. But I think the worst part is now he's got two friends. He has two buddies. I think I'm getting jealous. Maybe it's true. Some of Sanford's pickle snippets have said, I'm just jealous of Sanford. You know? Now finding out he has two best friends. He has two friends. Two. Count them. 1, 2. Hey, you pickle snippers. 1, 2. Today's video by Uncle Brian is brought to you by the number 2. Maybe I really am jealous now. Maybe I really am jealous after all.